Hey, YouTube. Happy to see you. Doing something totally impromptu today. I did not plan this, and I'm wearing a mask because I'm getting over COVID right now. It is my last day of quarantine, so this is very exciting. Wanted to bring you into my home and show you the juice that I make every morning. I'm just gonna take this off while I'm filming, and just bring you into my home on a regular day. I didn't plan this video at all, so you're gonna see some real normal, chaotic things happening. The babies, both of the babies are over there having their breakfast. I happened to make them some plant-based waffles yesterday from this book, which I love. I just got this book. It's got really good stuff in it. Plant-Based Baby and Toddler by Whitney English and Alexandra Caspero. They have an awesome Instagram channel that I follow. And my daughter's home with me too. This is Isabella. And we're all just quarantined together. We happen to be watching Frozen right now while I'm getting some things done and the babies are eating. The cat is meowing at me to give her some more food. And I fed her earlier and she wants more. So I'm gonna give her some food. And basically what I'm gonna do is show you how I make my juice. I'm just gonna set up the camera and show you what I do. All right, so it's gonna be a little messy, this video. Here's the waffle that I actually made. These are really nice and chunky. So I make these for my daughters. They have these for breakfast right now. So the backstory, if you haven't really been following along, my life has been a little chaotic the last couple years. So we had the twins in 2020, of course, during the pandemic, and all that was fine, just kind of, you know, a little busy. And then in the middle of 2021, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, so I am actually going through treatment right now. I did most of my treatment already, and I interviewed Dr. Furman about that. You can see a little clip of it here of me interviewing Dr. Furman about my cancer journey and then telling you the full update. And at this time, I'm just about to start my last treatment, which is some hormonal blocking shots and a pill called tamoxifen, which is a typical cancer treatment at the very end for preventing further cancer and a recurrence. And the reason I wanted to shoot this video for you was to show you the juicing that I do every day, and I wanted to share a recipe with you. So let me show you the recipe and what I got going on. So I was just pulling everything out for the juice right now. My favorite juice lately, which is not what I always do, I always mix it up, but it's just some regular lettuce, some romaine, some celery, some kale, and some apples. So today I'm gonna make a little extra so that my husband will have a bit too. So I have this leftover romaine that was pre-washed. I love to buy this one because it just saves me time. It's going off a little bit, but it's good for juicing. And I got about a half of a celery bunch here. And then I've got 3 very large leaves of kale, and then another sort of half of a romaine head. And then I'm gonna do 1 green apple, and I have this leftover, I think this is a Honeycrisp apple that I'm gonna juice as well. I usually don't put in sweet apple, but because my husband is having it, and because we can't really taste anything because of COVID other than sweetness, I like to put a little bit of sweetness in right now just so we have some flavor, because I can't taste anything else. Hopefully that comes back soon. So I'll show you my juicer. Let me move these bananas out of the way because they're not ripening very well and they look really weird. I'm gonna put them over here. Baby's some more waffle. It's yummy, huh? All right, here's the juicer that I love. I'm also gonna do a grocery store haul too, so make sure you check that one out because we're having groceries delivered today. So this is the Omega NC 800. This is my favorite juicer. The reason that I like it so much, I've tried lots of juicers, the reason I like this one so much is because it's so easy to clean. So start to finish, I can juice a 16-ounce glass for myself of juice in 12 minutes. Including cleaning the machine. So pulling things out of the fridge, 12 minutes later I'm done. That is why I love this juicer so much. The yield isn't perfectly high, it could be better, but it's not about yield for me at this time in my life, it's about speed. So let me show you how I do this. I just do a really rough chop. So what I love about this juicer is that you can just you can go so fast and have really large pieces the difference between this juicer and the other one I used to have, the other one I had was a vertical feed. And it was better on yield, but it was so much hassle to clean. What I like the most about this juicer is it's a horizontal feed. I'll show you that in a moment, but the part that I think is so important on this juicer is the amount of mesh that it has. This is the part that actually makes the juice. And this is the least amount to clean. This is the part that is the hardest to clean. And so having a little amount of mesh is the best. The juicer that I had before had about 3 or 4 times this amount of mesh, and it just took forever to clean. And these pieces are really easy to take apart too. So not that you really need a recipe, but if you want the recipe, it'll be in the cheat sheets. Sign up for the cheat sheets at thewateringmouth.com/cheat sheet. You don't really need the recipe for this one, I already gave it to you, but if you want to get that, and I'll give you a link for the juicer in there as well, or you can get the link for the juicer in the description. Now you can run this through again. I find that it doesn't do very good, I just do a little bit. So I moved this setting from a 5 to a 1, and I take some of the pulp and put it back through, but it tends to get a little bit stuck, and I don't have time to kind of baby it, so then I just move on usually. Put a little bit through again and then I move on. And then I'll show you my final steps. So I'll show you how quick it is to clean. So that has only been 8 minutes of actual juicing time. I'll show you how quick I can clean this thing. And I used to actually make crackers out of the juice pulp when I did all veggie juice. And I still have some dehydrated ones here from what I used to make. And they're really yummy, I like them. But now that I add the apples and stuff, and I'm just trying to save time, I don't keep the pulp and do anything with it. But, so I do put it down the disposal so I'm not throwing it in the trash can. Just put a little bit in there at a time and then run it. And I justify the produce waste because the juicing gets me a lot more nutrients than if I was to eat the food itself. I wouldn't be able to eat that much food at a time unless I was having a salad, but I only do that once a day. And my thought is that when I eat a salad, I don't chew it very well. So I'm not extracting a ton of the nutrients anyhow when I eat a salad. So this amount of produce that I'm kind of throwing down the drain is something that wouldn't have been digested by my body anyhow had I eaten it in salad form. And so I kind of justify it that way in my head, that it's okay to kind of throw it out because I'm not, I wouldn't have been digesting it anyhow because I wouldn't have chewed it as thoroughly as this juicer could. And so I'm getting more nutrition that way. And so I think it's totally worth it. And I just wanted to point out too, when we talk about juicing, why juice or who should juice? Well, I talked about that in my interview with Dr. Furman, so that's why I want you to watch that interview. But the point is that Dr. Furman has said everybody should juice. It's not a matter of it being unhealthful or whatever, especially folks like me who have cancer or feel like they have some type of health issue that they want to take care of. Juicing is highly recommended, he said. So he said he doesn't recommend it against it for anybody. It's just that he thinks it's not necessary for folks like him per se, but I don't think we're all like him. I think a lot of us are more like me. And so that's why I think juicing is really great. And I try to do it once a day now. So this is the last step that I take using a little mesh strainer that I had. And I just strain it to make sure, because there's a bunch of very small pulp that gets through, and I don't like that pulp. I mean, it would probably be good to drink it, but I don't want to. I like it to be nice, smooth juice. That's more for my just palate, but you can totally just drink that pulp if you want to. You'll get a lot more nutrition that way. I just like it not like that, and I want to juice every day, and I want to like juicing, and so that's why I strain that out, because I just like it to be really smooth and pulp free. Last thing I like to do is just pour it into a glass. This is about 16 ounces. Done. When I started filming this video it was 9:27 and right now it is 9:43. So what is that? 16 minutes? And I had some feeding kids and I had some talking to the camera and moving the camera around and stuff. So 12-14 minutes is my normal for this machine, and it's clean too. Like the dishes are all done, everything's done. So start to finish, I say 15 minutes max, and you get this fresh, beautiful, beautiful juice. So you know what the recipe is, but if you want to get the actual recipe with the link for this particular juicer, the Omega, the link is down below, and you can also download the cheat sheet at thewateringmouse.com/cheat sheets. Sign up for those, and you can get all our previous recipes as well. And then I just want to show you what I do with this juice, and then I will let you go for today. I always have my vitamins up here. Vitamins to me are really important now. I used to be someone that didn't take them very regularly, and now I take them almost every single day without fail because I think they're really important. I do take a lot of Dr. Furman's supplements as well because I believe that they're good for my cancer journey. And I have a podcast/YouTube video about what supplements I take, so you can find that one as well. But what I usually do is, this is my first sort of meal of the day, my first calories of the day. So what I'll do is, because I want to get the most nutrition absorbed when I drink this juice, I also eat like a small handful of walnuts while I'm having this juice. That way I get some omega-3s, but I get a little fat to help absorb fat soluble vitamins that I'm taking in. So what I usually do is take the cap of the walnuts, just put a few walnuts in there, and then I'll get my vitamins, pour them on the table like this. This is 2 Dr. Furman's prenatals because they have extra iron. This is one of his Ultracell Biotechs and Immune Biotechs. This is vitamin D, and this is AMLA. And I'll just take those along with the juice. And then I will take my DHA EPA supplement as well. And I'll drink the juice to get that down and have a few walnuts while I'm doing that. And then that is my routine for the day. So, oh my God, I can taste it a little bit. The taste is coming back a bit, but this is a little bit sweet because of that apple, so yummy. All right, I hope you love this one. Thank you so much for watching. You can download the cheat sheet at thewateringmouth.com/cheat sheets. Check me out on my podcast as well. I have lots of really good information in there. And consider joining us for a 5-day free Eat to Live challenge. We do those once a quarter or more. And you can also download a free 9-day challenge on my website as well. Thanks so much. See you in the next video. Bye.